Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Slightly Entertaining. And if it's not morning where you are, make it morning.
It's not morning where we are.
Yes, it is. Don't break the illusion, Keisha.
Sorry.
The reason we're in pajamas has nothing to do with the episode and everything to do with that today. It is National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. Woo!
We didn't even need to sleep. We literally
didn't. We just decided that would make some fun for you guys. But today we are talking all about the dire wolves that have recently been brought back from extinction.
Sorry. Proceed again. Wardrobe malfunction. My bonnet was falling. Okay, continue.
So yeah, we're talking about dire wolves that have just been brought back from extinction. Talking about, GMOs and all that kind of sciencey stuff and like what we would modify if we had to modify some animals. And then we're going to take those modified animals and pit them against each other in a fictional fight club.
Carmen, do you want to know my least favourite topic that we did in biology?
No.
GMOs and ecology. My two least favourite, and you decided to pick it for a podcast episode?
Because it is interesting.
It is dire.
I see what you did there. That's clever. Everyone, let's just take a moment.
And I just woke up and thought of that.
And you just, off the top of your head, you didn't have that one planned.
Head, just like the stupid bow on this bottle.
Well done.
Oh!
And see, that's the type of comedy you can expect from a podcast such as ours.
Exactly.
But there is actually another National Today too.
Oh, there is?
Not even just only Pajama Day.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Let me grab it up for you all.
I'm fixing my bonnet.
Bear with me.
I have curly hair, people.
Bear with me. So today is also Day of the Mushroom.
Ah!
Yes.
I hate mushrooms.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a big fan. But so I figured out what I learned. When you go to the National Today and they had little like fun facts.
Yeah.
So, how like mushrooms are really big in like Asia, kind of like Chinese, Japanese cuisine. So they almost discovered a new mushroom. Because I didn't know that like that just happens. I feel like they haven't had many mushroom discoveries in a while.
Yeah.
So anyway, this guy in Japan, he was like on the outskirts of Tokyo, and it was like he was just walking around and there's this like building.
I'm falling asleep.
How rude. Listen to my bedtime story.
Sorry,
no.
continue.
So it was out in the outskirts of Tokyo looking at this like old building. I think it was like a casino or some sort of like gamey thing. And he thought he saw these like mushrooms. So he walked up. He was really excited. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get so famous. I've created these new mushrooms. Turns out it was just a shit arcade. Mushroom.
I knew there was a joke coming the way you were delivering it, and I thought it was actually going to be like shiitake mushrooms, but then I couldn't foresee how that would. Okay.
Yeah, you just don't have the level that I'm at. Anyways, and that was off the dome too. So let's get into the talking points of the episode.
Whoosh.
So what are dire wolves, you might be asking?
I actually don't know. Like, I haven't heard this news, so this is new to me.
Okay, so basically what's happened is this company called Colossal Biosciences, which is like a company made to de-extinct species, has...
This sounds like the evil company. In every movie, this
is
like the evil company.
I know, it's crazy. It's like giving Jurassic Park kind of...
I know what's happening. I've watched many movies.
Anyways, so Colossal Biosciences are looking to de-extinct animals, and the first one they've really done successfully, I think, is the dire wolves. They've claimed that they've been de-extincted.
Oh, I didn't even know that was an extinct thing.
That is a specific term as well, de-extincted.
De-extincted. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And yeah, basically a dire wolf. So I think they used to be around in the Stone Age, so around 10,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing.
Yeah,
like these,
and they're in like Game of Thrones, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
So that's why people know them, I guess. And they have a slightly wider head, light, thick fur, and a stronger jaw. Compared to normal.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
So you're calling me a dire wolf?
We know you have a small head.
I do. I have a famously very small head. Anyway, so they've been working towards resurrecting the mammoth, dodo, and Tasmanian tiger.
Oh, dodo.
Yeah, we love a dodo.
We love a dodo.
And yeah, so this is like one of the first projects that they've made public is the dire wolves.
So are they like actually like there is a dire wolf right there? But where's the proof? Like, I need a picture or something to see.
I'll put a picture on the screen.
Like, I don't believe it. I need to see proof.
I can show you, but basically they have 3 cubs,
like a living organism?
Yeah.
Okay.
Romulus, Remus, and
shock.
Cassani or something like that. I can't remember.
So creative with the names.
I know.
So what's the point of them, like, bringing them back? Like,
I think
why?
just to explore the technology behind
Yeah, but
being able
why?
to clone.
But for what purpose? Like, who are they trying to bring back?
I don't like. That's what I was thinking when I was looking into this. Is like, why are we trying to bring
It's
back
just
these
sus.
animals? It is.
Like, why are they like? Yeah, it's to like test it and whatever, but why? Like, is there a specific animal you want back?
Well, what they're saying is that our extinction rate has like grown from 1,000 to 10,000 times faster nowadays. Like humans are responsible for a lot of animals going extinct,
Yeah.
and so they're looking at this technology to try and be like, oh well, if we made them go away, we can bring them back and hopefully reduce the damage to our ecosystem and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know. It's sort of like weird because I feel like that's messing with
Yeah,
the course of life.
I know. That was
You
my
know what I
main
mean?
takeaway from this. It's a bit funky, and also just like they went extinct for a reason. They obviously can't handle like survival of the fittest. They can't handle.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
You're at
like,
the
too
bottom.
bad.
Bye.
Too bad. Sorry,
Can't
you messed
handle us.
up.
Oops.
Yeah. Ooh. No. So yeah, like if they couldn't handle or adapt quick enough to this lifestyle, they're not going to survive in the long run.
Yeah. So I don't really know what the purpose of them bringing
I don't
them
know.
back was.
But then,
How
wait.
did they do it? Do you know how?
yes, let's go into how they did it, and then I will drop a bombshell on y'all.
Oh.
So basically, what they've done is they took a grey wolf genome, which is a cell that has that was genetically 99.5% identical to the dire wolf. So we already have grey wolves in Earth, and then they changed the physical features by editing the DNA. And I'll go into that a bit later. But what they did to get this DNA to then be able to compare it to the from the dire wolf to that, they took a 13-year-old bone and a 72-year-old bone.
13,000 and 72,000. That's what I know.
And like extracted the DNA from it.
Mm.
And I was thinking, like, what if you got the wrong bone? Like, what if
Yeah, like what if that's some like I don't know, like a dinosaur bone? And then you
Exactly.
just create a dinosaur.
like a dino, like a
I'm
T-Rex,
sure they know what bone it
T-Rex
is, but,
wolf
like,
hybrid? How crazy would that be?
Ew.
Anyways, so they took the DNA and then they spliced it together, which how it works is they
Recombinant DNA? I actually don't know. I just know that from
what do I
biology.
have? It says what I've thought from my scientific brain is so genes can be removed from DNA sequences and synthesized in a lab and inserted into a bacterial plasmid.
Recombinant DNA! We did this in biology. I
Which
hated
is
the unit.
an extra set of genes, basically. And so what they do is they use these little enzymes called restriction enzymes
Yeah.
to then you take like it destroys a little bit of
Yes,
the
it's
gene and
coming
then
back to
you
me.
can pop the other bit of the gene in it. So they took the grey wolf gene and then spliced in some of the old bone genes, made this dire wolf DNA. And yeah, then that kind of helps the organisms to evolve as they plant that little cell into the embryo. And the embryos are put into a surrogate dog. I think they use like 14 dogs or something to
Oh my
finally
God.
get a successful thing, which I think is quite sad. Poor
Aw,
dogs.
Rip.
And yeah, and so that's what they've done to make these.
That's
little...
so weird. Ugh, it's just like it's like creepy.
It's weird that they can just like
Do this now.
yeah. Like, do you remember learning about Dolly the sheep in what
Yeah.
was it, like year 6 or
Yeah.
7? Yeah, like how they can just clone it and then
Yeah. Well, that's what we did in year 12. We went back to Dolly.
yeah.
She was there again. It's like cloning and like creating genetic hybrids and stuff. It's a bit weird.
It is. I feel icky doing it.
Well, I mean, like it's not me, but it makes me feel like humans are scary. You know?
Yeah,
there are
like
people out there.
we're getting too much power.
But also, like, why? Like, the reason, like for the ones say that we study in biology, it's like for like they make genetically modified salmon so that there's more meat, like or like there's a reason there. Why are they bringing back these wolves? Like,
I think I don't know, either experiment with the technology or to improve
for what though? Like,
to
experiment for what?
for future so that we know how to do it for things that might go extinct that are important.
Like what?
I don't know, but that's the thing is like that's what we were saying is like if it goes extinct, like it's
There's
for
a
a reason. Yeah.
It clearly wasn't important.
You know what my dad was telling me actually? It's quite interesting. Is do you know what the most successful organism on Earth is in terms of like technically as an organism, the one that can survive the best and whatever
What?
is wheat.
Really?
Yeah, because it's evolved that people need it, we grow it, we cultivate it. So technically, in terms of the survival of the species, it is like one of the best.
Yeah, you're welcome, wheat.
Yeah.
If you're watching.
Well done. Give you sticker. And also cows.
Oh yeah, but we killed them. So.
Yeah. So really,
But
who's the winner
technically
here? If
we
you look
kill
at that,
wheat as well.
cows or my beef hamburger from McDonald's. And well, the kind of the debate around these wolves is what people are saying is Did they bring it back from extinction, or did they just genetically modify a wolf to make it look like a dire wolf?
Yeah, like it's not from scratch.
Like it's not.
Like they didn't build it from scratch.
What is it? Sugar, spice, and everything nice. Mix it
Yeah,
up,
mix
and
it
then you
up.
get a dire wolf.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like from scratch. They clearly like they took something and then
Yeah, it's like they haven't created a dire wolf. It's the genetically modified.
maybe I don't think you
Grey
can. Like,
wolf.
how are you actually supposed to create an organism just from its like DNA? Like,
You'd have to, like-
put it into something. So it
Yeah,
still requires.
but you'd have to be able to get like an embryo or something from that actual extinct animal.
That's weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's like what people are saying is, oh, if it looks like a dire wolf and acts like a dire wolf, is it a dire wolf or is it just a grey wolf with a thick head?
That they've like mutated to
Yeah.
make it with the same characteristics as a direwolf.
Yeah.
Do you know a funny story about wolves coming?
Yeah.
I just came into my head, right? In year, this is like completely unrelated, but I just remember
Yeah.
in year 5, oh no, in like primary school, we we had this like running. I want to say it's a joke, but it wasn't a joke. We were very serious about it. Running story, let's just say that, you know, like our school, right? The primary school.
Yeah.
How there's like the forest that was.
Mhm.
We like made up a whole thing that there were like wolves in the thing that would come into the school grounds at night because
Who's we?
like me and like these other people like and like because there was this one tree. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember where those like old cubby houses used to be?
Yeah.
And the fence is there, and there's that tree that goes over with the little ginger nut thing that we made.
Mm.
Yeah, there were like scratches on that, and we were like, that's how it
Wolves.
originated. Yeah. I'm like,
That's
I'm
crazy.
like 90% sure I started this.
I swear you told me you had a dream where like dingoes or wolves came into the school.
Lions.
Lions. Okay.
My dream was that a lion.
Of course.
jumped
How did I not think about the lions?
in. No. But like this is like, when
Wait,
we
did you say year 3 or year 6?
I don't know.
Because I knew you in year 6.
It was probably like year 4 or something like. Okay, I don't think it was it wasn't year 6.
So it was like what, 2 years ago when year
four
12
and
when you
5.
graduated?
No, it was in primary school, and because we saw the scratches and we're like, oh my god, they must be like wolf scratches, and we just made this whole story up. And now there were wolves in the forest that would come into our school, and we were trying to communicate with them.
What did you say to them? How did
No,
you
like,
communicate with
No,
them?
not with them. Like obviously, because they come at night, we can't communicate with them like in person.
Did you leave
So
the
we-
messages?
Yeah.
Of what?
Like we'd like be at the tree and
What, like pee on the trees
I
to mark your
know.
territory?
No, like I don't even remember. Like just like the most random stuff. Like not leave peace offerings, but like
Like a what? A steak?
I don't know.
You leave a wagyu steak for the wolves and
No, but like I don't know. Like make make like a. We like made a mark on the tree with our nails, so it's like the wolves know that a human.
our territory. Don't you dare.
No, not to mark our
like-
territory, to like communicate with.
Hey, here's a claw mark. And this was year 6.
No, I don't think it was year 6. It had to be like year 4 or something, surely. I don't think we had the creativity in year 6, or it like fizzled out.
Wow.
Because, like-
how long did this run for?
Oh, like a year or two. Like we had more stories evolving from that. Did I tell you about how we thought like we made up the story that like Hogwarts was under?
No.
What? I haven't told you that to everyone. Knows that story.
That Hogwarts was under our school. How? Why?
We were so bored, Carmen. There were like literally so many stories. We had one where like Hogwarts. This is a complete tangent. Hogwarts was under school. Then we had one like, you know how our school was a hospital before?
Mm.
We tried to like look in the archive books and like try
Find
and find
Hogwarts.
No, not Hogwarts. Like
To find platform and 3/4.
no.
Is that what the bus stop was?
No. There was like on the hill. There was like a dirt thing. And we,
Dug to Hogwarts.
you know the tree that's on the hill.
Yeah.
And how there's like a sled and there's like dirt. We were like, the reason why it's so scratched up was us. We were scratching it
Digging
up.
to Hogwarts.
No, because we thought no.
At the age of what?
No, wait.
12.
We said that underneath there was. No, I can't.
You have to say it. You have to say it.
Was where they buried Lord Voldemort. went from wolves to Harry Potter.
To Lord Voldemort. Wait, so why were you scratching at it? Did you want to dig him up?
Find out if
he was there.
obviously we knew he wasn't, but it was part of the story. No, but the wolf. Okay, I'm like 90% sure I made up the wolves. Like I started the wolf.
Mhm.
Oh no, it wasn't like started because we all saw the mark on the tree and we're like, they look like wolf marks, and we're like, oh my god. And then we'd be like looking in the forest at lunchtime, and I remember a teacher came up to us and said, "Are you guys all right?" And we're like, yeah. We're looking for like wolf markings and like because we went because it was the same people who we were at after school care with, so we were after school.
Oh.
So we'd be listening to see if there was any sounds
of the wolves. Or what, Lord Voldemort from his grave. Oh, wanna get up.
Anyway, that was my wolf
You're like,
story.
have you heard of LARPing?
No.
Live action role playing. It's like a
Oh
hobby
yeah,
that
yeah,
people
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Like
literally
medieval.
what you are. And that explains where you go off to every weekend now with your weird mythical tavern friends.
No, we was just so bored and we needed something. See, this is better than kids nowadays being on their phone. Look how
That's
creative we
true.
were.
That's true. How else would you have discovered Voldemort was buried under the school? And how else would you have thought, well, the only way to know is to dig for him?
That's why that hill is so dug up. It was up.
So that's why there was like a massive gaping hole in the in the hill.
Well, yeah, the reason why it's so eroded. Well, obviously it was eroded before, and from that we were the ones that were digging it up, and we always got in trouble for.
And so you
digging
know
it
how
up.
they like built slides on the hill? Was that in the hole that you guys were digging? They're like,
no,
oh, we need
this
to cover
is on the tree. You know the tree on the side of the hill next to the library. There's like a little tree where
Oh,
the
like-
bench was.
That hill.
The
Oh.
big hill,
Yeah.
like the main hill, but on the side there's like the one tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, on.
Well, why
when-
would they bury Voldemort there? Why wouldn't they bury him in the big hill?
Because there was this odd looking marking or something. I don't know, okay? We were just being creative. And it was like, oh, we could dig it up. He's too. That's it. That's my story.
Thanks for sharing.
Let's no longer elaborate. Yeah, multiple stories that we had. But the wolves was a really interesting one.
Wow.
So that's what I thought of when. when you
Well,
said-
speaking of fictional characters, let's discuss what we would modify in animals
I
if we were
see.
to, de-extinct them or bring them back. Whoosh. Firstly, what animals would you de-extinct if you had the choice?
De-extinct.
What one
None
would
of
you
them. I
re-
think they should stay dead. I don't know. I don't really
Like,
have
if you
a,
had to raise an army of animals, which one are you bringing
an
back?
army of animals to like defeat somebody.
Yeah,
A
let's say,
dinosaur. If they're
which
on my
one?
team,
If you can only pick one.
all of the T-Rex, bro.
T-Rex?
Yeah,
Okay, but like if you had to pick just a random animal that you miss, that you wanna
a
meet.
dodo. Kind of want to meet a dodo. Like if I
dodo.
could talk to a dodo, I'd want to talk to a dodo.
Yeah. What other animals are extinct? Mammoth, dodo, Tassie tiger.
Giant sloth. Get myself a Sid.
Oh my gosh, you know the ones that were in Australia, like the megafauna? Like they had like wombats the size of elephants and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I have seen that. Yeah.
I would bring back that.
Apparently
They used to like the as indigenous people came in and populated Australia, that's when they started going extinct because of us taking away all their yeah. Interesting.
So
anyways, back to the question. So if you had to take any animal now and modify it, what would you do?
any animal now modify. I'd have to think about that because what would I like want it to do? I'd take. Okay, if we're thinking practical, I'm gonna take a chimpanzee and like modify it to have an even more developed brain for it to do my homework and my assignments.
That's it.
Well, like if we're thinking practical, that's the one I
Yeah.
want. If I want something adventurous and fun, I'd have to
What
think
would I
about
do?
that. I don't know what
I'd take like a crocodile and try and give it wings.
I was gonna say give something wings so I could ride on it.
Like
Basically make a unicorn.
oh,
I could
narwhal,
make a unicorn.
narwhal, horse,
No, but you need wings.
and
An angel. Wait, no.
an angel, and Lord Voldemort.
No. And like, what's something that can fly? A bird.
I'd cross an elephant with Lord Voldemort.
An albatross, maybe.
Elephant, Lord Voldemort. See what happens to the nose. What are we getting? We're getting a stub. We're getting half a trunk. We're
Stop
getting a
with
full
the
trunk.
Lord Voldemort, okay? That's enough.
What if Lord
I don't know. Let's go dig him up and we can get his DNA.
What if Lord Voldemort was breeding with the wolves and you actually have an army of Remus Lupin? What's his name? Remus
Yeah.
Lupin?
Yeah.
So he was the wolf and Lord Voldemort was buried and he's trying to.
No, they were two separate eras, Carmen. You can't
Okay.
cross the timelines.
Fine.
They were two separate eras
Fine.
of elves.
Fine, I'm just trying to make sense of this story.
It does make sense. I gave you the evidence. There's even more evidence if you really look into it, but we won't get to it.
Okay.
I'll show you at school next time we go there.
Okay, let's do this. Let's play a game. I'm gonna we'll each say a random animal on 3
Okay.
and figure out what we can what hybrid, like a griffin or whatever,
Okay.
what we can create out of that hybrid animal.
Okay.
So think of an animal
Yeah.
and we'll combine it and see what we get.
Okay.
Okay. All
I got an animal.
right. 3, 2, 1.
A
Whale
quokka.
shark. Quokka whale
A
shark.
quokka whale shark.
Okay, how would that work?
Well, it's like amphibious, right? Like it can go in water. And
Would it have fur or like
I reckon it'd have fur.
fur, like
Give
a
the-
furry shark body?
Yeah, with the teeth, like
Oh yeah, with a
little
quokka
teeth.
smile.
Yeah, the quokka smile and the beady eyes,
Mm.
but like the aura of a whale shark.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I get it. I get it.
I get it. Yeah.
All right. Another one. One.
Wait, I haven't thought
Oh.
of an animal.
Okay.
I got one.
1, 2, 3.
A
Sea slug.
clownfish.
Oh,
Cool.
that's pretty similar.
I can just imagine like a sea slug with little fins. It's like-
Yeah, and like stripes.
yeah, it's like. Wee.
All right. One last one.
Okay, I need to think of something extravagant.
Let me think of something good. Ooh, okay. I've got one.
Trying to think of one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Thorny
Electric
devil.
eel. Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's like
good.
that's like
That's
a
good.
weapon.
that's like we've just created the next weapon of mass destruction.
Oh my god, we just created Godzilla. Like a miniature Godzilla.
Literally.
Like a little tiny thing with like spikes and then it shoots out like an electrical thing.
Or just like if you touch it, you get spiked and electrocuted.
Yeah. Or like out of the spikes
Oh,
comes
like
electric
little like
things.
lightning bolts. Imagine like it gets like charged, and then out of every single spike,
It goes
different.
Yeah. Actually, we created like a super thing.
That's crazy.
Scientists get on that.
Get
Thorny
on
devil
that.
and electric
Colossal
eel.
Biosciences. We know your next project.
Yeah,
Call
and
us
it
up.
can go in water as well.
Oh yeah, because it's like amphibious.
Yes.
Definitely. For sure.
That's a good one. That's
Okay.
a good one.
That is a great
Created
one.
like a super monster.
Moving on.
Mm.
Speaking of Godzilla,
Yeah.
we're gonna do fictional Fight Club.
Oh, okay.
So if you had to, we'll pick a category. We'll each pick our fighters,
Okay.
and we've got to battle them out.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
Spiker hits yours with a 3-pound
Okay.
dumbbell. I don't know. Okay. So categories. First one. Let's go animals.
Okay. I
Just.
thought they were all animals.
Oh no.
Oh,
I've
okay,
got like
okay.
cartoon characters.
Oh,
and stuff
okay,
like that.
okay. I thought they were all animals. I'm like, your first category animals. Oh. lol.
Just everything in the world. Let's have a fight.
Okay.
No. Okay. So pick an animal. Maybe we'll narrow it down to like Australian animals.
What? Okay, fine. What
Current
if we say
Australian
the same
animals.
thing?
Then we have to think of another one.
Okay.
Let me think. If I had to take any Aussie animal,
I'm taking a kangaroo.
a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Okay. Brown snake.
Okay.
Brown snake bites kangaroo. Kangaroo dies.
Kangaroo steps on brown snake before it can do anything.
Kangaroo couldn't see it coming because it doesn't turn around quick enough. Brown snake.
Kangaroo punches it. Snake probably gets scared of kangaroos walking and slithers away.
Snake bites in retaliation. Kangaroo thinks snake is the tail of the kangaroo, so it ignores it. And then snake slithers up and bites it on the
Kangaroo's
neck.
smart. Snake scared. Snake run away when snake hear noise.
No.
Yeah.
Eastern brown snake is, if they're put in an arena, it can't run away. It has to fight.
Or it'll just coil up.
What about brown snake into kangaroo's pouch,
And they
Makes-
fight together.
makes friends with Joey,
Oh.
joins
okay.
the little family?
I'm thinking a male kangaroo.
Oh, well, they don't have pouches.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say there'd be a pouch.
Aren't the females more aggressive? Maybe no, it is the males.
I just know like a gigantic male, like ready to box. Yeah.
Okay, next one.
He's like,
Next one, should we pick like sea creatures?
okay.
Okay. Ooh, I got one. I got one.
Wait.
You can't win. You can't win. Sorry. Hate to break the news. You can't win.
What are they called? I think it's this, but I don't know.
Anemone.
No.
It's pronounced anemone.
That's also not a fish.
I didn't say fish. I said sea creatures.
Oh, sea creatures?
As in aquatic animals? As in...
So an animal. The
Aquatic.
anemone is not an animal.
Yes, it is. It's a living being. How dare you
Mm,
come for the sea anemone?
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to say first or?
Yeah.
Blue ringed octopus.
Oh. I was gonna say algae.
Wow. So, oh, dang it. No,
I don't
I've
know.
lost. I've lost. How did you get me on that one?
I don't know.
Algae.
That's what I was thinking. I was trying to think of something like poisonous, but then
Algae.
Algae. I was gonna say algae. That's not right. No, algae phosphorylates the water. Everything dies.
Oh, that's actually good. That's actually good.
Oh, what is it? Euphonificate or whatever the hell the word is. I remember doing it in my like Everglades thing.
So, if I had the blue ringed octopus, because I was going to say blue ringed octopus is so toxic and it's smart.
It's
It
dead.
could take on anything. But yeah,
It's
no,
dead. 'cause
they
the
can survive
water.
outside of water. So, you phosphorylate the water.
But this is in the water. The arena is water.
Yeah, but it can climb out of the water.
But the arena is water. If we're talking about sea creatures.
Okay, fine. Fine. I really thought actually genuinely thought I had it there.
Don't underestimate the power of algae.
Okay. On a similar vein, let's go SpongeBob characters.
I don't know any SpongeBob characters.
Oh. How
Except
do you not know any?
I didn't watch SpongeBob.
But you don't know Mr. Krabs.
Okay, yeah, I know a few.
SpongeBob, Patrick.
Okay, yeah, I know a few.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me think. Which one am I? Okay, I know which one I'm taking.
Okay.
You go first.
Squidward?
Okay, Squidward meet Larry the lobster.
I don't know who that is.
Beefcake.
So, okay.
Beefcake lobster.
I just thought
Pounds Squidward.
Isn't Squidward angry all the time? So he might go into like mega angry mode. Doesn't he get annoyed or something?
Yeah.
So he just gets annoyed.
Think of our close friend.
Yeah.
He's basically her.
Okay. Yeah, then yeah.
Actually, if Squidward on an empty stomach, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to
Hungry
him.
Squidward.
Hungry Squidward.
Might just take it. I'll starve him for a couple, and then I'll
Yep.
pop him in the arena.
All right, Hungry Squidward wins that one.
Yeah.
All right, you pick a cartoon or like a movie or something. Oggy on the cockroaches.
No, I was gonna say Harry Potter, but
Oh
that's
yeah. Okay, let me think really hard about this one. Harry.
I'm gonna say Harry.
No.
Fine.
Lord Voldemort. We all know where that one ended up. In the hill at our high school.
No, I don't know.
We need to pick like a thing that's not fighting based. You know what I mean? Oh, did you know? This is like a random tangent. They have this thing called armored MMA. So it's like MMA, but they're in night suits, like night armors, and they like fight like medieval times.
Oh.
And you can just like watch it on YouTube.
Oh, that kind of sounds interesting.
I know,
not gonna
right? How
lie.
cool.
Lol.
Anyways.
What is there? Like apart from fighters, like non-fighters, historical figures.
Okay. Like, okay. Non-fighters, historical. Maybe we...
I don't know why this was the first person coming in. Virginia Woolf.
Virginia Woolf.
She clears them all.
I give you Stalin.
I give you Oppenheimer because he'll make a bomb. I don't know.
I give you Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, but the bomb will just destroy everyone. I give you
the Russian military.
That's fighters.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said no fighting people.
The Russian military admin.
No.
Receptionist of the
They're
Russian
still
military.
part of the fighting. I give you
Mother Teresa.
Oh, okay. I was gonna similar train of thought. I was gonna say Florence Nightingale because she'll heal herself.
Oh,
'Cause
self-regen.
Yeah,
What
she's
if I-
got regenerative powers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
No, what if I give you Mother Teresa, you give me Mahatma Gandhi?
And then peaceful fight.
Peaceful fight.
I
They
think
fight
Gandhi
in words of
solos, though.
affirmation.
Loki, I think Gandhi solos that. So.
I do actually think Gandhi wins, yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh, excuse me? Don't do my guy Gandhi.
No,
like
Gandhi
that.
wasn't the best guy. Fun fact for you.
Neither was Mother Teresa.
Yeah, but she's mother.
But he's Mahatma.
What is Mahatma?
Like, because her first name is like Mother Teresa, so he's Mahatma Gandhi.
What?
Never mind.
I'm just looking at the other categories I had down. Oh, I had billionaires.
Billionaire. Oh,
I want Elon.
KSI.
Nah, Elon will run him over with a Tesla.
Oh,
Although
Cybertruck.
KSI could feed him Prime and
And then that's just instant death. Take a smell of that tropical flavor and that's gone, bro.
Did you see they made like Prime super sour or something?
Yeah, I did. I don't know
That
what's
would
happening.
kill in one sip. Oh, Disney princesses.
Elsa. She's got magical powers.
I raise you honor.
We're going back to this.
Yeah, we're going
She's
back to
literally
this.
she's done it before. She'll freeze you again.
Actually, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
Elsa would kill Anna, her own sister.
That's
how
the
horrible.
point. You battled her up with her sister. That actually wasn't my choice. I said Elsa first.
No. I'll pick a different one.
Mulan,
You say-
probably. She's a fighter.
Yeah. What about
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas? Pocahontas and Mulan would be a really good fight.
Mulan wins though.
Yeah.
I still think Elsa.
Elsa and who though? Who's a match for Elsa?
No one. My queen.
The Beast.
What? That's not a Disney princess.
You never know. He can be anything he wants to be. It's 2025.
Yes, Snow White in that recent movie.
Yeah.
You see, she'll solo them all.
Yeah, she will.
The
She
modern
will.
day Snow White. What the? Continue.
Sigma?
What the Sigma?
All right. I think that's enough. I feel like that whole segment was not everyone deserves a podcast segment.
No, excuse me.
That was fun. Any other categories?
No,
You versus me.
I was gonna say
Fist fight
Wolf,
right now.
Wolf versus Lord Voldemort. Who do you think wins? Who do you think takes control of our school? The wolves or Lord Voldemort? It's a
I think-
difficult one.
I think
Because the wolves, there's multiple of them.
yeah, I think if you were taking over the school, wolves in numbers would take it over. I feel like everyone would just be kind
And
of like,
I'd rather side with the wolves than Lord Voldemort, personally.
I would trust the wolf over Voldemort.
Exactly.
Over Voldy.
I can't believe we did that.
Silly.
Anyways, guys, that one ran until year 6, the Harry Potter one. I'm pretty sure. Like, that was a continuous thing.
I remember you had a Harry Potter party.
Yeah. So, like,
Was
I
it-
think I started all of these guys.
Of course you did. Who else? Who else?
It
Look
was
at that.
just- It was just a phase. We were all bored, okay? We needed stories.
Okay.
Just like, I hope you're not bored watching this podcast.
Yeah, for those people who've made it to the end, I see the retention levels. I know you've all clicked off.
Unless they skip to this bit.
Yeah, and if you are here, hi, welcome. We appreciate you.
We're giving out $1 million to whoever stays
Yeah, actually,
here.
if you text us directly to our home
Yeah,
phone
Carmen's
number.
phone number is 04.
Let's wrap it up there. I feel like we've yapped enough.
Yep, time to go back to sleep.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Shh.
This is DJ Cumin and MC Key signing out. Good night.